Alright, you gonna let me help you? Don't be a dork. Huh? Don't be a dork. Good boy, you're fine. Okay. You're fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now give me your foot. Your other foot. Oh boy. Alright, hold still. You're fine. Goodness, sir. You done got yourself in a pickle. Yeah, didn't you? You got yourself in a pickle. But I figured I would vlog it today for those of you that like to see the Belgians and kind of always wonder about them. So, and I also think it will be a good transformation for that area that she likes to hang out in, and making it a nice paddock for her to live out her life in with a friend. So I don't know when I'm going to be getting her friend, the companion horse that I found for her. Really, I need to get this area cleaned up and fenced in before I bring him. So I'm going to go ahead and start kind of just packing up my truck. I'm going to take my truck over there. But I need like this. I'm going to bring the T-post pounder, the T-post puller. And I have a bunch of insulators. So I don't know how much fencing material they've got over there already, but I have a whole bunch of wood post insulators. And honestly, I'm probably going to try to just utilize the trees as much as I can as posts. I don't really like to do that generally, but with the area they're in, there's a lot of trees, and just the trees kind of grew where the old fence line used to be. So it'd kind of just be easier to use the trees as posts. Like I said, I don't really like doing that, but it'll work for now. So I got the T-post pounder. So I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab those insulators from my shed, and I gotta find the T-post puller. I don't know where it is. What else? My drill. So yeah, anyways, I'll catch up with you guys when I find everything. All right, guys, I'm at the other farm. Here is everything that I brought. You can see it. Chainsaw and oil. That is my bucket of insulators for a wood post. I have like just some loppers for like small stuff that I can cut out of the way. My drill and like my drill bits. T-post pounder, T-post puller. And that's pretty much it. The only thing I don't have that I might actually need is screws to screw insulators into the wood posts. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of just assess the area real quick. Hey, pretty girl. Here's Miss Louise. So yeah, you can see it's just a bunch of brush and it needs trimmed back. Here's their round bale. Hi, pretty lady. I wasn't sure if she would come up to me because usually, get out of here, Merle. Usually Smalls would always come right up to me and Louise would kind of hang back. Hey, pretty girl, what you doing? Oh, good girl. You come up, hang out, or you're gonna bypass me, aren't you? Hi, pretty lady. Okay, anyway. She might be walking around. Let's see. All right, so up here is where her and Smalls always like to hang out. It's kind of up here over the rest of the farm. So I'm thinking, oh, you're gonna come say hi to me. What a good girl. Yeah, are you lonely? You're okay. Haven't been out here in a while, so. Good girl. Yeah, you know me. Good girl. Yeah, your friend's gone, isn't she? I'm sorry. Good girl. Yeah. I'm gonna get you a new friend. Yeah, you won't be alone. You gonna hang out with me now? Gonna hang out? I'll keep you company. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the little shed that's up here, but her and Smalls never really used it, so it kind of just became like a catch-all area. But it's this shed. I mean, it's a good size, like for her and one other horse to just get out of the rain and stuff in. It's a fine size for them, but this is just like some logs and stuff from the trees. So in here, there's an old four-wheeler in here that just died in here basically. Oh, and a cat. What? You guys, you know who that was? I think that was Mr. Kitty. Do you guys remember Mr. Kitty from the spring? That gray and white cat that I rescued? He ran off from our farm. I'm guessing my jerk cats ran him off. I think that was him. Oh my God. So this is the shed. So really, I just need to like cut all of this out of the way. Look at her. See, she's fat and healthy and she looks great. Her tail and her mane need brushed out, but clearing all this out of the way. There's like some old fencing, it looks like here, that just needs to be ripped off because it's probably rotten and old. There is a gate here that probably isn't, yeah, it's not in great shape, but it looks like it may still be usable. So I need to just kind of get it out. There's some random fencing supplies here that just needs to be cleaned up. But as you can see, she's not following me up here. They never really came up here, so they just stayed away. But in here is really, it's fine. It's a cement floor, but ain't nothing wrong with this in here. It's actually got a hay bunk and everything. I think my boyfriend said he had chickens in here at one time. So really just getting this thing out of here is the biggest challenge. There is some extra barbed wire in here. I'm not really a fan of barbed wire. I do need to check if they have any actual electric fence wire, but I'm gonna get this out of here, rip this panel off, and yeah, I'm just gonna get at it. So what do you think, Louise? I'll bring you a friend home. You're not alone. Look what I just found, guys. Just what I was gonna need to get this old fence off. Okay guys, I got the stuff off of there and kind of cleared out that doorway, and I've just been working on this. This is just a tree that fell down and the horses just kind of walked around it, and then a bunch of weeds started to grow in it, so I've been just kind of piling it up, and then some logs and stuff, just piling those up out of the way. But I need to try to get these boards off, so let's see if I can get those off. Louise, I don't know where she went. I'm making too much noise and stuff. I think she was like, yeah, peace out. But let's see. Hey, oh, look at there. That was easy. I was afraid I was gonna have to saw that off. So there's that. All right, I'm gonna try and pry those out. I'm not opposed to the thought of just reusing these boards. There's nothing wrong with them. So I'm gonna stand them up in here. Oh God. Not a good sound. I just noticed too that there is a fencer up there on the wall. I wonder if it still works or not. All right, guys, it is Tuesday, the next day. And I'm back to keep working on Louise's pin. Let's see. I brought more staples with me. I'll kind of show you guys what I got done yesterday. I didn't show you everything because my phone was dying bad. Yesterday, I was able to get, honestly, quite a bit done. So I got this whole fence line, or this whole area here cleaned out. And I got 2 wires of fence up. I am using barbed wire. I know it's not everybody's preferred fencing, which reminds me I left the stuff I was going to bring at my house. I know it's not everybody's preferred fencing. I totally get that. There's an abundance of it here, and there's actually a bunch of it laying on the ground. So I'm picking it up and I'm making use of it. Apparently these guys were fenced in at one time with barbed wire, so it's not like they're not exposed to it. So kind of just recycling what's already here. But yeah, so I got all this done. I am going to be adding a hot wire too, just to keep them off of it additionally. Got all of this cleared up to the shed. And then I actually started working, I set this down. Those are more staples. I started working over here. So this tree mess is just going to take a while to clean up. Eventually, I probably will cut it up and stuff, but right now I'm not super concerned about getting it out of the way. I mean, the horses can avoid the tree. But I was more concerned about the fence behind it. So it fell basically right on top of where the old fence used to be. And so some of it is still here and is in okay shape. So it's woven wire, and then it's got 2 barbed wires on the top, which is pretty common. But I basically just went through and started pulling up all of the woven wire that was kind of just smashed down, or just, you know, like the deer and stuff, they just run over it. And so I kind of got that all pulled back up and stapled. Like I said, I'm using the trees as posts because I don't really have a whole lot of option, but there are some old posts here that I'm using as well. So this is how tall the fence was. Like, it's a pretty tall fence. But and then I found more barbed wire on the ground, so I started running it along where I want it to be. Where'd Louise go? She was just right here. She heard me coming. So I'm just gonna continue doing that today. I unfortunately worked way later than I normally do today, and so I lost definitely an hour and a half or 2 hours. Wow, there's something in the ground right here. I don't know what it is. You see these? I don't know what it is. It's down there. So that sucks, but for the main thing I want to focus on today is getting the T-posts that I need in the ground, because I believe it's supposed to freeze again tomorrow. We're supposed to get an ice storm or something, so I really want to try to get the T-posts that I want in the ground. There she is. Where'd you go? But yeah, that's what I'm gonna work on. I got this row, I don't know if you can see them, of T-posts in, which is the biggest thing I wanted to get done today. So that's good. I'm gonna need to put in more at some point, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I do want to go ahead and, sorry, I'm out of breath. I want to go ahead and keep working on the barbed wire on this side and see if I can untangle it and get it down as far as I can, but I'm gonna need my hammer and staples so I'm gonna get those quick. Fuck is this? That's what I just pulled from under the ground. All right, so I'm on this side now, and I've got the wire from there. I don't know if I stapled it to that tree, but it's stapled to this tree. So as a corner right here. And then I may just go ahead and cut across to that big tree, because right there is where I just did those T-posts, and just make it a dry lot of that. And then it goes all the way back up, basically by the grain bin. So there's the little shed by the grain bin, and it comes all the way back to here. And so it'll just be a dry lot, but they will be getting fed round bales. And I will, like I said, eventually clean up all of this snapped brush, but for now I just need it fenced in. So I can always make this bigger. I could go down farther, but I know they want to put a driveway in somewhere, and I don't know where. So yeah, we're just working with this. All right, guys, I don't know if you can really see it, but I got this 2 wires up here that goes straight over. Oh, God. Knows what the hell Merle's barking at. And then I got 3 right here, all the way across. Again, I don't know if you can see. Merle! Jesus. Louise is over there trying to get to the round bales. But yeah, I think I got quite a bit done, I think, today. This goes all the way over to there to the corner post, but I think I might call it quits for today. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back out tomorrow. It's supposed to be freezing rain in the morning, but I don't know what the afternoon's supposed to be like. So we'll see if I see you guys tomorrow. Okay, guys. It's Friday. Haven't been here in a couple days just because we had an ice storm. And so everything was like frozen and wet and slippery. So I've been out here in a couple days, but I'm back today trying to work on this fence. And I've just been kind of down in the dumps the last couple days. And so, I don't know, I'm just kind of sitting right here in the bushes right now, just working on this 3rd wire. This is my corner post. It's going that way. It's gonna go over to that big tree right there. But got it started and then just decided I'm gonna sit here. All right, so I know this isn't an ideal gate, but I had found this the other day. And so I put this here to work as a gate, and I need to put another post in the ground, but it's obviously too frozen today. I don't think I'm gonna get one in. And then when I put that one there, or wherever it's gonna go, that's my temporary corner post, until I can put an actual one in. When it gets warm, that's working as a corner post, and it'll connect to here, so we'll make this corner. This is the gate hole for now. And then, I don't know if you guys can see, I have run that string all the way down to the big tree. Louise just had a little bit of grain. And yeah, so I also was planning to put a gate like up here by this post where this came from, actually, right there. This post is also gonna need replaced at some point because it's not really straight, but thinking about something right here. And I was honestly, I'm debating seeing if that will work there. I know that that is obviously damaged and also not ideal, but it was laying over here, and like maybe I could put it up high enough to just make it work as a barrier, but I don't know if it's long enough, so I'm gonna have to see if it's gonna reach across. It's like a foot too short. If anybody out there has any ideas or suggestions if this could ever be fixed, let me know in the comments, because it's not a bad gate. It's just... All right, I came all the way back up. I've been walking around basically just looking for anything that might be usable over here. And over behind the house, I found 2 perfectly good cattle panels that basically just have a bunch of trees and shit and vines growing through them. So got my loppers and I'm gonna try to cut them out so I can bring them over, because there's nothing wrong with them, and they're the old type of cattle panels, so they're like the strong ones. Like the cattle panels they make these days are just shit. We're up here by the machine shed, but these 2 cattle panels right here, there's one here and there's another one, are just in this crap like everything is. But if I can cut them out, I mean, they're not even really bent. They're fine. They just need taken out of the junk. All right, guys, it's snowing now. And I did not have any luck on either one of the cattle panels because they're both, well, the one obviously is grown into a tree, and the other one was frozen and the ground would not, I couldn't get it off. I couldn't get it out of the dirt. It wasn't even in, like, far in the dirt. I could literally see it. Like, it was just stuck to the dirt and I can't get it off. And so I'm kind of just burnt out for today, kind of pissed off and irritated, so I'm gonna just call it for today. And I think Melanie might be coming up tomorrow to help me, so hopefully we can get it in better shape tomorrow. All right, guys, we're back today. Today is Saturday, and as you can see, I'm not at the other farm yet, but I'm going over there here shortly. I'm waiting for Melanie to get here. She is gonna go over and help me today, and hopefully we can get a lot done and get it done or almost done. So wish us luck. I'm just waiting for her to get here and then we're gonna head over there. I got the gate over here. I was actually able to lay it on the ground and just jump on those 2 pipes that I bent. I don't know why I didn't just rechain it to the side-by-side and pull it over here, but I just got done carrying it. So that was dumb. It's just, looks like it's just barely gonna work here. And I'm gonna need to raise it up, obviously. And it's got one hinge on it here. Doesn't have a second one. Second one was probably on the bottom half of it. It did break, like the whole bottom, what do you call it? Rail broke off in the dirt, but I knew that was gonna be a risk of pulling on it, which is fine. I mean, it's still, if I raise it up, it'll be fine. It'll still work. But yeah. I'm out of breath. Okay, I got the gate up for now until I get some like actual gate. These guys, what are they called? The hinge, like a proper hinge. It's just tied there for now. And it's kind of propped up here and here. This is the best I could find. So for now, it'll be okay. I don't think they'll mess with it. And then I'm just starting to kind of find some insulators, and I'm gonna go down this row to start insulating it so that we have a little bit of hot wire options here. Well, I found this. As much as I don't want to try and untangle this, I'm gonna do my best. And we'll see where it gets me. But I don't have any other hot wire here, and I don't really want to go buy my own to use out here. So I found this in a pile of junk. It's perfectly good. It looks like they just took down some fence somewhere, and instead of wrapping or rolling up the wire to reuse it, they just balled it up and threw it in a pile. So I'm gonna try, do what I can, see if I can save any of this. All right, guys, it is currently week 2 working on Louise's pen. I am really gonna strive to get this done by the weekend. It's Tuesday today. I didn't come out here yesterday because it rained all day and was a sloppy mess. But I'm hoping to get this done by the weekend so that I can go get her friend this weekend. So I've gotten pretty far. The biggest thing is just adding a little bit more hot wire and getting some gates. So I went ahead and did this corner. I don't know if you guys can really see the wires, but... And then this hook that's hooked to this T-post and is tied to that T-post, just to keep these two posts bracing on each other so that the tension isn't pulling this T-post that way and that one's not pulling it that way, so they're not spreading. These two are kind of keeping the tension on each other so that the posts hopefully don't spread until I can get some wood posts in here. Yeah, there is a round bale in here. They went ahead and put one in here just so it's here and ready for the horses once they get in here. I don't think Louise has been coming in here the last few days. I think she's kind of like, whoa, this is different than I'm used to. And she has to go through that hole, that gate hole between the post and the pole. So I don't know, I think it's a little like unfamiliar for her. So she's kind of stayed away. She's back. She's up there. I saw her when I came in, but hopefully she'll kind of get used to it and whatnot, but we'll see. What else? I think that's about it. I really just want to run some hot wire on that corner. I don't know that I'm going to be able to run it through here. I may not be able to, but, and then, oh, I obviously need to find the gates. So I need a gate for this hole and for that one. And what else? I need to figure out if that fencer works. So I guess maybe that's it. So just some like touch-up things. Like the bulk of the work is done. There just needs to be a few more things put together before it's ready. What do you think? I'll get you some grain when I'm done. Came down to get her some pellets because she's I want her to also be in the habit of coming up here and getting pellets and stuff and getting fed. And she's so cute, seriously. Her little fuzzy ears. He's so cute and innocent. I got some foods. Oh. I'm gonna leave a little bit of that water in there actually. Just soak your pellets a little. Oh girl. Yeah, I think she might have not real good teeth either because she's old. Here you go, baby. Might make them soft. She's like, you put water on them. Oh, good girl. All right, so this is my gate hole situation. I ended up having to use this gate because I don't have another one and I can't find another one anywhere. I've walked around and I can't find one in the ground or something. So until I have a better option, I guess this is what we have to work with. That is going to be hot wired, so it should keep the horses off of it and not messing with it, but cross my fingers that they don't. But yeah, now really all I have to do is just make sure that the fencer that's hanging up in there still works. God knows how long it's been hanging there, so honestly it might not work. But if it doesn't, then there is a stash of fencers down in the machine shed that I can use until they buy a different one. All right, guys, I turned on the ancient fencer and it works. I can't believe it works. I was honestly expecting it to not work. Let's see, wait, what is it flashing? I can't really quite tell what color it's flashing, but I do need to test to make sure that it's, how am I gonna do this? This isn't tall enough. Okay, so truthfully, the way that I test if the fencer is working or if my fence is working is I just take a post like this or something smaller. Usually I use a smaller one, but I can't find one. And I stick it in the ground a little bit. And honestly, I just push it with my foot to the wire to see if it zaps. Oh, hold on. I think I heard it zap. Hold on, let's try this. It's zapping. It is zapping. I think I just heard it zap these weeds that are touching it. Oh God, I'm scared to touch it. Okay, so basically, I just go around to every major spot and just make sure that it's working all the way around and it doesn't short out somewhere. So I'll go over here, make sure it's working here. Because if my fence, so that starts there, runs this fence line and around. So if my fence shorts out right here, then the rest of this won't zap, but it'll still zap up there before it gets to the short. Okay, let's try this. All right, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I don't know. It might have been boring, sorry, but I just wanted to document the process of going through all of the work to do all of that for Louise. And hopefully, even though she will be now fenced in, she will be happy and enjoy her new friend. So all we have left to do is just getting that four-wheeler out of the shed, and my boyfriend will have to help me with that this weekend. But I do plan on going to get her companion horse this weekend, so I'm gonna save that for a different video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for picking up and meeting her new buddy. So Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.